Mark, would it be fair to describe it as a game of two halves?
Yeah, I thought both teams looked a little bit nervous first half. I thought, you could tell we'd not won in a little while, and I think you could tell Burton hadn't. I think they had a couple of chances. We were disappointed with the goal from where that's come from. And then second half, we decided to turn up and play with a lot more tempo, a lot more energy and drive, and it's just a case of being unable to score. Typified by the one Lee slid across the box, and we've got 2 or 3 bodies in there. And we just need to be braver, and make sure we turn decent second half performances into, when you come to places like this, at least points.
When you say braver, mentally braver, physically braver?
Both. Not physically, I don't really question them, but yeah, mentally braver to go and make things happen, to go and anticipate something, to, rather than just be on our heels, just go and make something happen. I felt first half we were that. We didn't have a pass in us. We didn't do the basics right. I thought it just looked like two average teams out of a little bit of form. Second half, I thought we were really good. We had to be. We had to go and press. We had to go and change our system a little bit. We've got to get back to working out ways that we do that from the start.
People, I'm sure, are getting fed up with listening to me saying creating chances
and
not taking them.
Yeah, and it's up to us.
5 games in September.
One goal.
It's only one game.
Yeah. And I we take the criticism. I have no problem. So we have to find a solution, and we'll be doing as much as we can in training. We're still looking for someone who's going to put the ball in the back of it. And if it's the case that we go into Saturday's game with the same 4 strikers, then it's up to whoever starts to grab the ball by the horns and make it happen, because they're more than capable. I thought they were a real handful second half, the 3 of them. But unfortunately, it's not quite happening in front of goal for us.
Do you hope you might have somebody else?
We'll see. I don't know. Listen, we'd like a couple in course, but it's not going to. We've got a big enough squad to be able to cope. I thought Rafa come on in 10 minutes, and we're getting 90 minutes into him on Tuesday, so we'll see where he is in the equation. Troy's going to be suspended next week for that game, so we'll have to a bit to look at, and we'll have to see where we go from there.
Are you frustrated that you're creating chances and not taking them? Is that worse than you're not creating
chances?
No,
I don't think so. I think it's worse if you're not. Listen, we've had a poor September. Unfortunately, October starts on Wednesday, and the supporters have been magnificent. Again, stuck by us, stuck with us at the end, applauded the players' efforts. They're just like me, like the players, just want to see somebody. We're going to need a goal to go off someone's backside, I think, next Saturday against Wimbledon, and then hopefully we can get up and running. We've had a ball cleared off the line, the keeper's made a few saves, balls across the goal. That's where we've just got to be braver and just go and stick our, maybe it is physically brave, we're going, go and get a cut head and a goal as well, But also, just mentally a bit sharper, especially in the box, because that's where games are won. They've got their forwards were better than ours first half. We were better than theirs second half, but we haven't scored.
You say you've had a poor September, but performances haven't produced the points that you might have asked for.
Exactly, and that's why August we had a very pleasing August. It's made it just an okay start now, and what we've got to do is just address it, not panic, because we're too good for that, but just try and realise what gets us wins, what gets us points, what gets us goals, and someone just stepping up to the plate and making it happen. And today that can be defenders, that can be anybody. We have we're a big enough side from set pieces. So although people are looking at forwards, it's everybody for me. First half we weren't quite at it in midfield. We weren't tight enough. And we asked people to do their jobs, and we didn't quite get the jobs done as well as we would have wanted. So it's back to work on Monday and just make sure that we give those fans who were brilliant again today something to cheer about next week.
Was half-time the most disappointed you've been?
Yes. But then second half the players go and show it, and that was without teacups being thrown and stuff like that. It was just, come on, we're better than that, and a need to, and a must to, and an urgency that go and get out there and let's ask some questions of them. And we certainly did that, but we just unfortunately didn't have the finishing touch to get at least an equaliser.
You said before the game, whoever finishes above Burton will win the league. The reality is that even with a poor first half, you were mighty close to getting something.
Yeah, that just shows how tight the league is. Hopefully people aren't going to get too carried away with a poor September. We certainly weren't getting carried away with a decent August. So it's just a case of balancing it all out, staying just focused on what we're trying to do. Keep trying to improve the squad and work with the squad on certain things, and just when you come to these places, you know it's going to be tough. They've got good players, they've got a really good forward line, they don't concede many goals, and I think 1-0 to Burton's a scoreline that's happened pretty often over the last couple of years, and that's credit to them. But we're disappointed with a goal, but if we'd have started like we did first half, like we played in the second half, then I don't think we'd have been talking about a defeat. Cheers, Pete.
Well, the Leave-on ball then you mentioned, that was the one that was crying out for just a touch, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a little tap in. Actually had a couple that the keeper's made good saves from. But listen, we can't keep talking about it. People get sick in the back teeth of it. I am, but it's just about me finding the right personnel to play, and then the ones on the pitch. And it's we didn't give our strikers anything first half, so it's the team collective. But the second half, we asked more questions and created a few chances, but unfortunately we weren't able to take them.
Yeah, would you call it a 3-4-3 second half formation? It worked quite well, didn't it?
Yeah. And it's something we need to be mindful. If we want to play 3 defenders, then we need to be mindful of it. And perhaps we mentioned the word tempo last week, and you saw us with it. Second half, we're a completely different team. So maybe it's something we've got to work out a little bit more in training, tempo, and just keep drumming it into them. So we have it from the start.
Yeah, you've got Steve Elliott back after one game out. Now you're going to obviously miss Troy for a game, but
it's not. Troy's had 5 bookings, and I can't remember a silly one. Today was stupid, absolutely stupid on his part. But I can't remember him having a tackle. I can't remember him hurting anyone. I can't remember him leaving a foot. He's had some. I think the one last week was ridiculous against whoever we played last week. Dagenham. It was ridiculous. And today, well, I think he was stupid today. Troy, absolutely stupid. But I would like to say, hopefully we get a decent set of officials next week at home. How you can tell me when we're chasing the game, the 12 kicks the ball away and he doesn't get booked. I'm sure that's a booking. The reason he didn't book him is because he'd already booked him a minute earlier for pulling at Troy. Hopefully we get a decent set of officials next week, because that's what I want.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark.
All right.
Thank you.